Once, upon a midnight dreary, while I researched, weak and weary, over many a quaint and denied volume of forgotten lore, while I scribbled real space mapping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis one of my sons," I muttered, "tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember when I did a serf dismember, and each separate service member relished in this endless war. Eagerly I preached a sermon, all in efforts to determine were they worthy or just vermin, those who fealty to him swore, the aired sad scum, who to the corpse emperor their fealty swore. Nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each crimson curtain thrilled me, filled me with ominous feelings never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis one of my sons entreating entrance at my chamber door, some inquirer entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more." Presently, my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Kor," said I, "or Marduk, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was mapping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here, I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no Primarch ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only words there spoken, "Will you get me with your claw?" This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the words, "Your claw." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into my chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is someone at my window lattice. Let me see then who thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my hearts be still a moment, and my mace with blood decore. 'Tis a fiend, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when, with such a rush and flutter, there an unkindness of ravens in my chamber land I saw. From the pile of birds I saw him, light around him darkening till dim, gazing with his black eyes, face grim, now between me and the door. Claws like talons, 'twas my brother, there between me and the door, stoic and stern, and nothing more. Then this dark-clad man beguiling my dread horror into smiling, by the grave and dour decorum of the countenance he wore. "Demeanor rude, you have not shaven, yet," I scoffed, "into my haven you intrude, you scruffy raven, wandering from your nightly score. Tell me, will you join me in the dangerous night's Sicarian shore?" Quoth the raven, "Never more." Quickly I felt my smile wither, whilst I saw him menace hither, slowly, almost snake-like slither, silent steps soft on the floor. On my mace my grip did tighten, when my brother, trying to frighten me, judged upon high like a Titan, blocking my route to the door, craving for a final fight with me, Erzin, at his core, with such word as, "Never more." But the raven, never pausing, closed the distance, therefore causing talons and illuminarum clash with ardent zeal once more. Thus began this battle fated, of two brothers so much hated by each other. Then I stated, many have I killed before. Be my kin or not, I swear, I won't your tragic end abhor. Then my foe said, never more. Enraged at this front still unbroken, by reply so tersely spoken, heathen, roared I, why do you serve this, your Babylonian whore? Had I had a fine voxcaster with which I, this man's disaster, would have broadcast even faster than he my son's hearts outtore. Had I only known that the Dark Council was cut down next door, alive nevermore. But the raven still beguiling me to loathe him, act reviling. With the smashing of my mace I tried to denounce and deplore. When my hits they were not sinking, flock of birds around me blinking, I was forced to my knees, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous ghost of yore meant in croaking, never more. With my thoughts I reached for a blessing, to the fore respect expressing, hoping against hope to feel the dark gift at my bosom's core. And as if their force combining, my pleas jointly thus declining, like the coldness underlying, oh, how lonely in my war. But who cares for stars aligning, when with hate to whom I swore, raven would live nevermore. Then I fought, tried to recover, find my stance, though he did hover over me like the grim reaper, reaching for my soul and more. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath sent thee, like some common meager drafty. Revenge, revenge you seek for our last affray you lost before. Then I rushed the man and hit him, noting that I blood did draw. Coughed the raven, nevermore. Brother, said I, bird of evil, brother still of man or devil, whether father sent or whether you just stumbled to my door, desolate, yet all undaunted, on this demon world enchanted, on my home by raven haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there anyone left in here? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Brother, cried I, thing of evil, brother still, you man, you devil, by my gods that watched above us, murder is what you adore. Tell this soul with sorrow laden, that which you would wish to trade in, for the souls of my sons. Was it not me you were looking for? At that very moment did he pierce the chestplate that I wore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word our sign of parting, brother, fiend I hacked, still starting. Get thee back into the darkness and the night's Sicarian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of the fact that we have spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit my chambers and withdraw. Take thy claws from out my heart, and take thy form from out my door. Quoth the raven, never more. And the raven, talons ripping, still is gripping, my heart's oh so cold and dripping, a step from my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and I pray my gods will notice his great shadow on the floor. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted never more.